Hello everyone, I'm Barbara McAuley and I'm the Chief Executive Officer at Lanarkshire Carers Centre. Thank you all so much for coming to our annual general meeting and conference in this new online venue. It's a change to previous years, but a way of meeting with people which we are all getting more and more used to. We wanted to meet and we wanted to do it safely. It's been a different year in many ways, and I know how difficult it will have been for some of you who are here today. The circumstances in which we are all living right now make organisations like Lanarkshire Carers Centre and the services we provide even more important. I'm grateful that so many of you have made the time to log in today to find out about our work. I've started with some pictures from last year's AGM because I want to thank all those past, present and future who have governed the organisation. This year, more than ever, the governance, guidance and support of our Board of Directors has been so important. I also want to thank every carer who has accessed and shaped our services, shared their experiences and worked together with us to ensure that our organisation is run by, with and for carers. I am pleased to be able to share with you our achievements delivering adult carer support services in Lanarkshire. My role this morning is to take us through the annual report for the operational year April 2019 to March 2020. You will have received a link to the annual report with the papers for the meeting. However, don't worry if you haven't, because it will also be uploaded onto our website. I hope that you will all be able to find the time to read the full report, as this morning I'm only going to have time to take us through a few highlights from each of the sections. 2020 marks our 25th year in Lanarkshire, and it turned out to be very different from what any of us were expecting. Our workspace changed. You'll see from the slide that we moved out of the office to remote working through Microsoft Teams. You'll also see that the staff team are still smiling. The way we deliver services has changed, but carers achieving outcomes is still what we support. Throughout the annual report, you can read about our response to COVID-19 and our focus for the future. We felt it was very important to include this because of the timing of the AGM, to show the direction of travel for the organisation and where we plan to go in the coming months. Some of the team are pictured on that slide, but they're by no means all of them. We're nearly 30 staff within Lanarkshire Carers Centre now. I want to say a big thank you to every member of the team, staff and volunteers, for the way in which they have responded to the challenges we have all faced has been truly remarkable. It is only through their hard work, flexible approach, enthusiasm and commitment that we achieved the work highlighted in the annual report. The way in which they have adapted and responded to the changes since March make me feel extremely fortunate to be part of such a wonderful organisation and team of people. You will notice that we look different. We're still affiliated partner of the Carers Trust, who have also got a new look this year. Our new look represents that we are more than just a centre, a building or a static point of access. We are a community of carers in Lanarkshire, and we now have a brand and operating name that reflects who we are and what we do. Whilst we might look different, we are still steadfastly committed to our mission, vision and aims. We deliver information, advice and support services to carers in the right places at the right time. We have a rights-based approach to our work, and it underpins our activities for the early identification of carers so that we can ensure that they are able to be involved, well informed, supported and empowered. Last year, we identified 1,650 new carers, bringing the total number of carers known to the organisation to over 11,000. We engage carers through our outreach activity and range of services which focus on making our organisation accessible and responsive. We work closely with many partner organisations to identify carers and develop collaborative activities. Most carers continue to find out about us from other carers. It's always good to hear that a carer has told someone to contact us, a good indication that we are getting things right. At the previous two AGMs, we have spoken to you and involved you in the development of our toolkit for carers' conversations and outcomes. Conversations with carers that build trusted relationships are at the heart of everything we do. We find that this is the best way to identify and agree personal outcomes and to help carers achieve them. The Personal Outcomes Toolkit and carer conversation work that we have continued to progress has led to exciting new ways which we will further enhance how we will begin, continue, and capture those important conversations with carers. 1,124 adult care support plans were progressed last year, and they are already well on the way to increasing the number significantly this year. Adult care support plans provide the individual and personalised detail for each carer about the things they want to change and how together this could be achieved. Sometimes this involves accessing our services, sometimes it involves support from other providers, and sometimes it's the changes carers can make for themselves that help achieve their personal outcomes. Carers need to have access to a full spectrum of preventative approaches and support. Our services are accessible and tailored to the individual circumstances and needs. Our specialist staff team ensure that each carer can access services that are right for them. Some of the staff team and carers are going to tell you more about some of our services later. You will hear about our Short Breaks Bureau, and there are some carer stories and figures within the report that highlight the impact of the work. Over 2,000 carers now have a carers card, and we are delighted to have sourced an advanced digital solution for this product in the future, one which people have really valued over the last few months. Our carer training programme has been adapted to the new way of working and proving to be increasingly popular with many of you. And our volunteer team have provided welcome support with a whole range of tasks at such a busy time, but particularly with our carers calls and wellbeing calls. We are planning for the future, reviewing and developing service operational and delivery plans. Our remote and digital service delivery model is ideally placed to deliver adult care support plans and services that achieve personal outcomes, and new digital solutions are bringing new possibilities. We will work to ensure that carers have access to the equipment and resources they need and are supported to develop their skills. We have engaged one of our independent providers to look at options for these services in the future. As part of this, we are consulting with those carers who have used these services, and we will plan the future of these services in partnership with them. Our Carers Act implementation journey has been an important guiding feature of our work over the last 5 years, and we have mapped our journey for you within the annual report. The key developments that ensured that we were able to provide the services we know carers value so much are detailed. Our carer centres practice is aligned to Equal Partners in Care, the EPIC standards, and we feel very proud that our Personal Outcomes Toolkit for conversations with carers is referenced as good practice within this framework. You'll see on the journey that we map our digital development, our staff development, and our organisational development that all came together to get us to where we are today. Our staff team, many of whom are carers themselves, are committed to making caring a positive experience. The health and well-being of the staff and volunteer team is a priority for Lanarkshire Carers. The board are committed to making Lanarkshire Carers a great place to work and have implemented a range of improvements and have more planned. The security and stability provided through our secured contracts helps us with this work. And finally, choice and control for carers and delivering personalised support is central to our work, and we are always reassured by the positive feedback our services receive. The stories speak most clearly about the differences made. Thank you to every carer for everything you do to keep the person you care for safe and well. It is our privilege to be here to support you in any way that we can with your crucial role. We clap for you, unpaid carers. We are also here for you whenever you need our help and support. Your health and well-being is our priority. I hope that the annual report gives you a full picture of what we have done and what our plans are to continue this important work during this and the coming years. Thank you very much.